Alright, what's up, everybody? We should be live. Happy Father's Day. Got a good cup race today, hopefully. Um, you know, I think this one's going to be pretty easy, pretty decently easier to predict. I like when we have practice and qualifying, especially at a race where it's really not a ton to compare this track to, where we can just look at practice data, which is pretty much what I'm looking at here. I don't think it's going to be hard to pinpoint the plays and the fades. I think the pool is going to be much smaller than it's been for most races this year, so I'm excited for that. We'll see what happens in qualifying, but I'm kind of just expecting, for the Hendrick guys to dominate, as always. I think this race in particular is going to be more about not place differential, track position, starting position. Like, I don't think there's going to be a ton of passing going on, so yeah, it's just kind of how I feel that this race is going to be. So we shall see how it goes. Qualifying about to get started here, so we'll just go through everything. I hope you guys did well yesterday. I know I certainly did not. Thanks. Shout out Justin Haley pitting at the end, and shout out JJ Yaley wrecking on the last lap. So, yeah, frustrating, but what you gonna do? Had the right plays, just all the cautions just screwed me over, so hate to see it. So, yeah. Hopefully this race will be better. Been a rough start to Nashville, man. I'd like to have a nice win at some point, Maybe I'll win some sports betting today with Byron or Bowman, or I'll win some money in golf today. I got so many guys close to the lead right now. I bet Bryson DeChambeau, he's right there. Bet Rory, he's right there. John Rahm, Morikawa. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. Hopefully one of those guys can come through and make some money for me as well today. What up, Nate? Went on a call yesterday. Need to recoup some money today in the Cup. Yeah, I talked to you yesterday. You said Parsons killed you and Daniel Hemrick. Yeah, that race was a little bit surprising. It didn't go as much as I expected, to be honest. I didn't expect Justin Allgaier to be that fast. That one surprised me. I guess that was really the only thing that surprised me a ton. Riley Herbst didn't wreck for once. So, look at that. That was the only plays that actually worked out for me. And Kyle Busch, I guess. He dominated as always. It's a good race to watch. It's an exciting ending to it. I just wish, some of the stuff that happened at the very end didn't happen. I wish Justin Haley never pitted, and I wish JJ Yaley didn't wreck on the last lap, and we would have been chilling. But no, it didn't happen. So hopefully today it's better. Hopefully today Byron runs away with this thing and I make cash. Parsons and Henry killed me. Yeah, that makes sense. What's up, Nate? I thought Busch was done the other day in the beginning of the race. I was scared, man. Cindric popped off the beginning, but never fails, man. Kyle found his way back up there and took over and dominated as Kyle Busch always does. So, yeah, he's fine. That was surprising, man. It was very surprising beginning that race when Cindric passed him, but just in the speed the rest of the day. I wonder if he would have ended up being optimal if he didn't wreck out, because he did lead a lot of laps. I think he led 40-something laps. Had some fast laps in there too, so that would have been interesting to see if he was optimal, because those would have been the top two price drivers, but, won't know. I didn't look at who was winning at the time of right before that caution, so don't know. Oh, Hendrick, gonna win again. Which one is it gonna be today? I think it's Willie B's turn, bro. I really do. Start to pass, track position end is gonna be huge. Yep, this track. This is the trend, man. Just can't pass these tracks. They gotta do something with these cars, man. Just got to. Hopefully next year, you'll be able to pass. It's ridiculous. You get out front and you can't be passed, which is, it's completely different. But you turn your volume up a smidge. Should be good to go. I can go check real quick. I also might just be talking kind of quiet. I can move the mic closer to myself. But it should be up all the way. Yeah, it is. Yes, sir, Chris. Everyone hit the like button. Gets boring after a while. Yeah, exactly, man. I mean, it'd be one thing if it was hard. Like, I don't mind it being harder to pass, but when you try to make a pass and you don't get the pass, you lose so much momentum and you end up losing another spot. Like, William Byron last week was, every time he tried to make a pass on Larson, or whoever was in front, I think it was mostly Larson, or vice versa, they would just lose all the air and they lose another spot. Like, that's just dumb in my opinion. I don't like that, so. But, what you can do. Hopefully next year, next gen car is better. All right, we're starting. Ross Chastain's off. I don't know, he's wiggling his car a lot. Qualifying is on NBC Sports, by the way, in case anyone wants to watch. Any word on Elliott? Did he have trouble in practice yesterday? I think he's fine. I haven't heard anything. Third fastest overall, 9/5 lap average. He was fast. It's going to be kind of hard to play Chase, though, because I'd just rather play Larson, but I'll have some Chase for sure today. I mean, it's going to be Hendrick everywhere, man. I mean, I expect Hendrick to get top 8, as long as they don't have issues, all of them top 8. And one of them wins. What's up, Jay Duncan? All right, Ross. Ross was fast yesterday in practice, man. That car looked good. I mean, I didn't watch it, but from what I've read and what I saw, 7th overall, 3rd fastest at lap average. He could be a player today, man. I think he should get a top 10. I wonder what his odds are on a top 10 on DraftKings. We gotta look that one up. They might have closed him down since qualifying started. Nope, they're still up there. Kyle Larson's minus 1,000 for a top 10. That's wild. Oh, Ross Chastain's favored for a top 10, so I'll pass. Not gonna bet that. Here comes Eric Almirola. I don't expect anything from him. He wasn't very fast yesterday. Actually, he wasn't bad. 12th overall, 12th best lap average. It's not bad. The team that did not look good was Gibbs, man. Their cars were looking so slow, man. Truex, Kyle Busch, Hamlin was fine. Christopher Bell, that did not look good. This might be the first week in a while I'm not really on Kyle Busch. Not a lot of long runs of practice. Feels like tire wear and extended greens could be important to consider. Yeah, I agree, but it's still hard to. You can't. If I have the data right in front of me, I can't just try to predict what it's going to be like for those guys on the longer runs because I don't know. Wow, Almirola just beat out Chastain. That's surprising to me. Whatever. All right, here comes Josh Bullock. Who cares? I'm going with Harvick in all lineups because he's a Gravedigger sponsor today, and Gravedigger's my favorite monster truck growing up. Hey, man, go for it. That car looks awesome. I don't think he'll do that much, but the car looks awesome. He was 11th fastest overall lap averages yesterday. That's solid. Stenhouse on the pole, LOL. Hey, if he gets the pole, good for him. I won't play him, though. He was fast yesterday, too, man. Chevy's overall, it's shocker, right? But 4th overall, 7th lap average. I think he'll have a good run. If he starts, outside the top 10. If he starts, around, 15th, I think he's going to be a really good play. Same thing with, Chris Buescher, Ross Chastain, Almirola. I think those guys are there. I know Almirola, but he was decently fast yesterday in practice, so. The other one that was slow, that kind of shocked me was Austin Dillon. He didn't look good, but Reddick did. Reddick's really expensive, so we'll see where he qualifies. David Stars Racing. Who's the 13 car? I don't even think that car's on my spreadsheet. Oops. Whatever, man. I don't care about those guys. Wake me up inside. Save me. According to Joy, how much is he today? 5,700, 19 fastest, but 20th lap average. So probably not going to play Corey LaJoy today. Briscoe's another one I'm kind of interested in here. I think he's cheaper. 11th overall, 24th fastest lap average isn't bad. See where he qualifies. Same thing with Priest down here. What's the cash strategy today? Play Kyle Larson. And then you got to find, I don't know, we'll see what qualifying is. because I don't want to say just play place differential because we don't know who's going to be back there. Like, I don't want to just play place differential if it's like the guys who are just really slow or whatever. Like, I don't really want to play Alfredo for place differential unless he starts like last, or LaJoy for place differential. So we'll just see where qualifying ends up. Because I mean, again, like Ross Chastain qualifies like 17th. Like, I think that's or even like 15th. I think that's a really good play. I would probably play that in cash. Same thing with Busher, honestly. So we'll see. I'm not going below Priest. Yeah, I'd say probably same. Probably same. I mean, I know I won't go below LaJoy, but probably same for me as well, unless something happens. Ooh, oops. Nope, that's the wrong one. There we go. Ooh, I like that 41 car. Car looks cool. All right, Britt's got a good run. I'm gonna roll it, man. For once, it looks like that 10 car might actually have some speed. Like, first time all year, man. His only top 10 came at a 750 horsepower track this year, so maybe they're just a little bit better on 750. And that 41 car looks clean. I like that car. I'm going bold and wagering to 42 for a top 10 and 19 to not finish top 5. Yeah. 42 is favored for a top 10, so I don't think that's bold. But yeah, 19 top 5, I don't even hate that either because, I mean, he has not been good recently, man. Dixie Vodka ride. Yeah, I mean, that car looks cool, man. I like that 41 car. I don't even know. How do you... Here, top 5 finish. Oh, yes or no. Let's see. Where's Martin Truex? No, minus 200. I mean, so I don't think that's that bold either. Minus 200 odds. Honestly, William Byron plus 105, top 5. I mean, that's all he's done this year. That's not a bad bet. I've never even looked at these top 5 bets. Some of these are, like, kind of interesting. Kyle Larson minus 275 for top 5. Ridiculous. Chad Fincham. Hey, I guess he's going to be in the cup race today. Felt bad he didn't get in yesterday. Yeah, bold is probably not the right adjective. Yeah. I like the bets. Just don't think they're that bold. I have put some money on Byron and Bowman, so to win. That's it. Kind of want to go with every week at this point. Eventually, they're going to beat Larson. You think? I mean, maybe Larson's just going to win every freaking race for us this year. You never know. Really, they're about to go to commercial right before the actual good drivers we're about to get on. I don't want to watch the trash guys. I'm just going to go to commercial. Fun times, fun times. I'm hungry. I should have eaten some before I did this. What you going to do? Might be Byron's day. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Would not be surprised at all. I would like to see William Byron win again. I mean, he'll win again before the year's over. Probably 1 or 2 more times, I'd assume. I mean, he's been the second. Yeah, I guess he's been the second. Last few weeks, he's been the second fastest Hendrick car. I mean, overall, probably Chase has been a little bit faster all year, but I mean, him and Byron are like neck and neck, and Bowman's probably 4th, and Larson's a clear number 1. I know Bowman has 2 wins, but you know he hasn't been he's been the least consistent out of the group. And come on, let's be honest. The only reason Bowman won Dover is because it's pit crew. I mean, respect to Bowman, he got that. he got that dub, but like you couldn't pass there at all. Second, I mean, there's one green flag pass for the lead the whole race. So Nacho Box looks good. Yeah, I bet it does. I didn't even look at that. A few Byron only lineups for me today. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Especially if he starts 1 or 2, man. Especially if he's starting on the front row. How much would you read into Darlington and Dover results for today at Nashville being similar concrete tracks and all? I'm looking at Dover more than Darlington because package is the same. So yeah, I'm looking into it a little bit, but like everything's gonna tell you the same. Hendrick, just ride with Hendrick, man. So I'm not looking too much into Darlington as much though. Dover for sure. And this track, what everyone says, like everyone who knows what they're talking about, like is that this Nashville drives like a short track. So Dover is probably the closest thing we got to this. So, yeah, I do like the Dover results, and Dover and ugh, ugh. And Dover was all Hendrick. They got 1, 2, 3, 4. So Darlington's asphalt. Oh yeah, I should have caught that. Save me from wake me up. All I see on Instagram is Ben Simmons memes. It's so funny. They're gonna lose today. If Phoenix and Dover had a love child, it would be Nashville. I mean, Nashville's bigger though. I get your point, but Nashville's bigger. Like, I feel like the track between those two would be smaller. I don't know. I didn't really like this track. I'm not a huge fan of this track, to be honest. It's alright. Race yesterday was good, but that's only because there were cautions. Like, if there wasn't that caution that bunched everyone else up for the rest of the race, that race would suck. And it's not just because Kyle Busch is running away with it. Because if it wasn't him, it would have been, Burton or something like that? Who was in second at the time? Alright, here goes Kurt. I still think that Monster Energy car is the best car in NASCAR. Looking car. See where he qualifies. How you doing in practice yesterday? 6 overall, 18th lap average. Yeah, it looks like Chip Ganassi brought some fast cars this week. I'm telling you, man, Chevy's just on a whole different level this year. It's crazy. And Kurt Busch, what's he, third? Oh, wow, that was a bad lap. Oh, my goodness. Well, we're going to get Kurt Busch chalk today. When Kurt Busch qualifies worse than Haley and LaJoy, that's not good. So it looks like we're going to get Kurt chalk. And here goes Alfredo. I mean, Alfredo's out qualifying Kurt Busch right now. Alfredo's putting a decent lap down. Interesting. Reason did open up a few racing lines. Otherwise, I agree, it would have been a snoozer. Yeah, I agree. Alfredo up to 4th, man. And it's looking like we're going to start liking Chastain a little bit. Sheesh. Chastain and Kurt Busch looking to be chalk. Especially Kurt. I mean, the farther and farther Chastain drops, more and more I like him. He might be my highest owned driver today, honestly. The car looked bad fast yesterday. I mean, he's been doing really good as of late as well. Who are they interviewing right now? Oh, that's Suarez. Okay. I'm just stupid. JJ Yaley. Oh, I thought he was going to beat Kurt. That would have been funny. It's beat by a Rick Ware car. That was Michael McDowell. Once a driver gets the lead, it's hard to get past him. Yep. Allgaier did it. Well, they were side by side, I guess. McDowell wasn't fastest at all, right? Yeah, 25th, so not really looking so hot. Probably not going to be too big on McDowell. Eric Jones' numbers, by the way, are kind of sticky. He only ran 5 laps. So, his 14th, I don't think means a lot, to be honest. And I mean, his lap average is 26, so just saying. That will beat Kurt Busch. All right, wow, we're really getting Kurt Busch chalk. Yay, Quinn Half. Let's go. The GOAT in this series. Oh. Oh, Quinn Half wrecked. Oh, he saved it. Oh my gosh, Quinn Half, man. Quinn Half. Does everyone make this race today? Is there anyone who's not getting in? I don't know if that. I think everyone's in. I think there's 39 cars entered in this one. And I think it's a 40 car max field. Man, Quinn Half sucks, man. I thought it was on Drift Tackle. Yeah. Dude, I mean, all these new teams that are coming into NASCAR next year. I hope they take some of these. I want them to get some of these charters that aren't. I mean, I don't mind Quinn Half having one, but especially these Rick Ware cars. I mean, come on. Like, we got a new 2311 team coming in, a GMS Racing team coming in, a new Trackhouse team coming in. Like, get rid of those Rick Ware charters. There might be another team I'm forgetting about right now, too. Like get those Rick Wares out. Halford Decker LL. I would take Quinn Half. I would definitely do that. Quinn House is DNF. That's funny. Here goes Newman. He was decent yesterday, right? Yeah, 9th overall, 5th lap average. Did not qualify well. There you go. We're going to have chalk Newman, too. I don't mind that. Fogelman versus Herbst. By the way, he did almost wreck yesterday. I was waiting for it the whole race. Yeah, I would take Herbst, I think, over Tate Fogelman. But to be fair, I haven't seen Herbst in, Fogelman isn't really in that great of equipment. And I've never seen them, swap. I've never seen Fogelman in really good equipment. I've never seen Herbst in not so great. So I don't really know. But I still think I'd go Riley Herbst. I mean, has Tate Fogelman ever even got a top 10? So, I don't know. He might have, but I have no clue. Man, I don't know why he's coughing. Kurt Busch, Ryan Newman. Those are my two favorite plays right now. I'll tell you that much. I prefer Newman, too. Newman was faster yesterday. I do like me some Newman, yeah. I agree. Let's see what Priest does here. Priest wasn't too slow yesterday. 18th, 21st, not bad. They should swap rides? Yeah, let's see it. I mean, there's no way Riley Herbst ever goes down into a ride like that because he'll never even make it back up to a even close to top ride ever again. People will realize how bad he actually is, and I'm pretty sure everyone does. It's the only reason he's in that car is because Ford doesn't have anybody in the developmental anywhere. And I got Haley Deegan, but she's not ready, and I don't know if she'll ever be ready. So, I like Newman too. His type of track, yeah, I agree. I think this should be a good run. I think he should run well. I already figured he'd run well in the first place, but now he's didn't qualify that well. Makes it even better. Let's see what Buescher does. Buescher, oh, he just started his lap. Shoot, I'm stupid. Buescher actually wasn't he's been fast these 1.5s all year, but he wasn't as fast yesterday. But I don't worry about that. I think he should still pretty much run well. I want to find someone who's going to be, sneaky, We need to find someone who's not starting super far back. I think it's going to be Chastain, man. Or maybe Buescher. Where did Buescher end up? Okay, yeah, Buescher's in 4th for now. I mean, that'll probably drop a little bit, so. We all like Newman, so he probably won't get off pit road to take the green. Yeah, honestly. Probably right. Right now, I think Newman, especially the way he qualified, is probably going to be one of the highest owned drivers. Maybe the highest owned. I don't know. Larson's going to get a ton of ownership, as he should. I'm always against getting away from the chalk, but I'm not getting off Larson until he shows no speed, man. Is Logano that pivot turn he played today? I think he's done well in his package this year. Yeah, we'll see where he qualifies, but I don't hate it. I mean, he's only $8,900. So I mean, unless he qualifies like top five, he's not gonna need to like get out front and lead laps. So, um, yeah, we'll see where Logano doesn't qualify. But yeah, I might back off Larson a little here today. Hard to win 3 straight. See where he qualifies. Yeah, I'm not saying he's gonna win, but like he's gonna get fast laps. He's gonna lead laps. I'd say he doesn't need to win to pay it off. I kind of like starting with Larson at Byron. Yep, you and everybody else. Was really hoping Custer qualified worse. Yeah, I'm okay if not playing Cole Custer. He was really slow yesterday. 30th overall, 27th lap average in practice yesterday. So I'm okay if not having it. I'll probably get no Cole Custer today. Yeah, Larson and Byron. That's where I'm going in tournaments for sure to start off. And then if I'm pivoting from Byron, I'm going to Bowman, and if I'm pivoting from Larson, I'm going to Elliott. Maybe get some Logano, like who said the Logano one? Jay Duncan. I do, or Blaney. I think Blaney or Logano. I honestly might like Blaney more. He was faster yesterday. I mean, these are the type of tracks we see Blaney run well at. So. I just have a hard time seeing any of these non-Hendrick cars leading a majority. Like, I could see him getting a little few dominator points. Stuff happens. Stuff gets bunched up or, pit strategy or whatever. But, like, I just don't see them taking away a ton of dominator points from these Hendrick guys. And I really don't see any JGR cars. Maybe Hamlin. But even that, I think Hamlin probably just runs top 10 all day. That's about it. I still can't believe he hasn't won a race this year. It's wild to me. I don't think it'll happen today. I honestly wouldn't even be surprised if Denny Hamlin doesn't win a race all season. And then wins Daytona. Christopher Bell, 10th. Alright. So probably not playing Christopher Bell today. Didn't show enough speed for me in practice yesterday to really be interested there. Here comes Logano. Let's see where he qualifies at. Ooh, we're getting a flashback to what? Oh, him running in Nashville in the Nationwide Series in 2009. Yeah, that's really going to mean a lot to me. Man, Almirola's staying up there, man. That's crazy to me. Logano's going to have a good lap, though. If Almirola qualifies outside the top 10, ooh, man, I might play him. It's scary, but I might. There you go. Logano, what, second, third? Yeah, second. All right. Yeah, I don't mind Logano as a tournament pivot. I still might not go there. I think I prefer Blaney a little bit more, but Logano's probably next, man. And that might be it for Dominator plays today. I honestly don't want any Truex. I don't want any Kyle Busch. I don't want any Keselowski. I don't want any Harvick. Like, that might be it for Dominator potential today. It'd be mind-blowing if Hamlin doesn't win a race, miss the playoffs because Larson outpoints him. Well, I think he'll still make the playoffs. I don't think they're going to get 16 winners. I just don't see that happening. But I wouldn't be surprised if Hamlin doesn't win a race. I mean, what do we got left on the schedule? Let's go look at the rest of the schedule. See what we got here. NASCAR schedule. 2021. Oh, what did Bowman qualify? Wow, Bowman didn't even qualify that high. Ugh, he's gonna be chalk, man. That's fine. I'm still gonna play him. All right. So we got Poconos next week. That's a race Hamlin can win, but like I'm still thinking Hendrick's winning. Like I just don't see Hendrick backing off here. I mean, obviously they're not going to win them all, but man, but Hamlin could win a Pocono race. Road America, then he won't win that. They're in Atlanta on July 11th. When did that happen? Hamlin won't win that. That'll be a Hendrick car. New Hampshire, then he could win that one. I don't think he will. I think that's going to be Bowman. I honestly could. I would if I could place a bet on Alex Bowman winning that race right now. I would. Watkins Glen, Hamlin won't win that. The Indy Road Course, Hamlin won't win that. Michigan, he won't win that. And then Daytona, and then it's the playoffs. So I mean, yeah, we'll see. He has some shots here, but I just don't know. Honestly, Poconos next weekend might be his best shot. I mean, he's been great there his whole career. That might be like his best track. I think that is his best track in NASCAR historically. Logano's so hard to pass. Yeah, yep, he's a tough driver to pass. Just how he drives. Pocono, fuel mileage possible. Weird stuff happens there. Oh yeah, that definitely could be a fuel mileage race. Never gonna play it like that, but you never know. Gravedigger car looks cool. Yeah, it looks awesome. I love that car. I wouldn't mind seeing Harvick win today in that car. Except that probably DraftKings Lions wouldn't like it, but if Hamlin's going to win it, will be next week, doubleheader. Yeah, I kind of agree, man. I don't know what to expect from Pocono this year. Because, coming in, we're going to obviously, assuming Hendrick dominates again today, which I don't see any reason they won't. Wow, Eric Jones put up a good lap. It's going to be Hendrick going really consistent, looking really good going into Pocono, but it's not like we've had anything similar to it all year. It's not like any of those guys have historically been great Pocono racers. I don't know about Larson. Larson might, but like the other ones aren't. So I don't know. That's going to be a weird one next week. It's going to be a tough one to break down. That's for sure. The second one will be easier, obviously, because we'll know what happened the first day, but it's going to be a tough one. I hate Pocono. Why is that a doubleheader, man? That track's just not good. They should make a doubleheader at Bristol or something. Not freaking Pocono. Honestly, don't even go there anymore. Let's get rid of Pocono. They got rid of Indy finally, and that race was even worse. Keselowski qualify. Oh my god, he's going to be a place differential play. I hope people play him. I do not want to play Keselowski today. 26 fast in practice, 15th lap average. I don't know, man. We have not seen any speed from Brad recently, although he did look good at the All-Star race last week. But aside from that, which is a completely different package than anything we do. So, like, it's just, I don't know, man. Let's see what Dylan does. Dylan was slow in practice, too, but I mean, Chevy's been so fast this year. I kind of feel like they could get some stuff figured out. Probably just had to make a few adjustments before qualifying here. I don't know. He's not looking so hot right now, but I might still play Austin Dillon even though he wasn't that fast in practice, just because of how fast he's been all year and how fast Chevy's been all year. At least they shorten both races. Otherwise, that's another snoozer. Honestly, it's still a snoozer. I don't care how long that race is. But yeah, Dillon's gonna be chalky. All right, actually, that can be interesting. Fade. Man, Newman and Kurt Busch. Oh my gosh. This is how you're going to be able to get different this week. Is to not play those guys that are starting all the way back, like all of them, like maybe one of them in the lineup, but get to Briscoe, get to Busher, those guys, That's how you're going to be different to win this thing this week. Here goes Kyle. Man, oh, no, never mind. Larson's going to get the pole, man. Hey, look, he's got a sponsor. Look at Kyle Larson getting sponsorship finally. Good for him. Obviously deserves it. Ooh, it's going to be close. He's going to lose it. Man, Almirola's flying this week. He's going to be third, I think. Yeah, look at that. Look at that, Larson. All right. Good. That means he won't lead the whole freaking race. Man, what's that pink car for Suarez or purple car for Suarez? Interesting. Hooray, Larson didn't get the pole. Yeah, honestly, I agree with that, man. That means he won't lead start to finish. It was the one race. Oh, was it? It was the one he lost, Atlanta, man, where Larson, led everything. So it was like a one dominator build, and I was making 2 and 3 dominator builds, and this guy just blew everyone out. It's just like, whatever. Then he didn't win. And I bet on him to win that day, too, and he didn't freaking win. I was mad. Suarez 15th. He wasn't fast yesterday either, right? 24th, 29th. Yeah. Probably not going to be too high on Suarez. Commercial, yay. Tootsie sponsor for Suarez Nashville. Okay. I got leftovers downstairs. That's what I'm gonna eat. Oh, leftover shrimp. That nacho box from Taco Bell does look good. Probably not gonna go get that though. Wake me up. Oh, just got a trade proposed to me in Dynasty Football. This dude always gives me the worst trades. Guarantee I'm gonna deny it. Again, bro, he's been trying to. Oh my gosh. Alvin Kamara and Chris Godwin for me sending A.J. Brown, DeAndre Swift in the second round pick. No, bro. He's been trying to get A.J. Brown, DeAndre Swift for me all off season. And I remember, and I've been telling him all year that I don't want to trade either of those two for like anything, honestly. And I don't want to, I've been saying all year, I don't really want Kamara. Sorry. Grabbing a few early afternoon beers after this, and then back to house for the race. Awesome. Sounds great. Have a blast. I might have a few with my dad tonight, honestly. We'll see. See what he's up to. Does yesterday's laps practice change what we might think about Kyle Busch? I want to fade, but I can see it biting me. Yeah, I do look at practice a lot here, and I'm not big on Kyle at all because it wasn't just that car being, didn't look good in practice. I mean, he said we suck. I want to go find I can go find a quote, but he was like, we're terrible. It's gonna be a long day, so I don't want to play Kyle today. I don't think he's gonna do well at all. I really don't. I don't want to play any of none of the JGR cars look good except for Hamlin. That's the only one that looked decent. Kyle's qualifying well though. Oh my gosh, he didn't get the pole. That was so close. Well, yeah, Kyle looked fast at qualifying. I hope people play him. I'm not going to be too interested in him today. Just not. All right, let's see if Byron can get it. This is my pick for who's going to get the pole, but maybe not. He's just sliding a little bit. Yeah, he's not going to get it. Unless he just really turns it on here. Oh, he's coming. He's coming. He might have a shot at it. If Byron gets the pole, he's going to be my highest owned driver. Yeah. Oh, it's going to be close. Nope. Almirola is still hanging on to that. Wow, man. Byron to fourth. Lock in these Hendrick cars, man. I don't even care about disqualifying that much. People are going to play Busch and Logano, and they might lead early, but man, Byron and Larson are going to get him. Here comes Denny. Almirola's on the pole. This is the only good thing he's done all year. I guess he won the Open last week for the All-Star race. Let's see if Denny can get it. So not really a great lap for Hamlin. I'm not gonna play him. I've always been against playing these guys at the top as place differential plays. If I think they can lead laps too, then I play him. But if it's just as a place differential play, I don't want to do it. And I just don't think Hamlin's gonna lead laps, so I'm not gonna play him. Matty Benedetto, how was he in qualifying yesterday? Decent, so he can run well. This could be a good tournament play. depending on how qualifying goes here for him. Yeah, that's going to be okay. So I'm going to like the Benedetto as a tournament play because I'd assume he's going to drop a little bit more. Probably about to like 13, 14, 15th. Those are the type of plays I want to play today in GPPs that I think could win tournaments for people. So that's going to be someone I'm interested in. For sure. Here comes Truex, man. Truex was awful in practice yesterday. Absolutely awful. He almost wrecked. Truex is almost wrecked. Oh my gosh, he's going to be chalky. He's going to get ownership, man, because he's going to start so far back. He is going to start so far back, man. Oh my gosh. People are going to block him in, and that's going to be a fade. All right, there's your fade of the day for me. It's going to be Martin Truex Jr. Where'd he end up? I mean, not a good quality. 31st. That's going to be my fade for the day, man. I don't even care. That's what I literally just said it, but like 2 minutes ago. I don't want to play these guys at the top, for the super expensive guys, only for place differential. If I think they can get out front and lead laps, I'll do it. I don't think Truex leads any laps today. I'm not playing him. If you play cash, you can play him, but no way. No way am I taking Truex over Larson Elliott. Either one of those two, or Byron, honestly. Comes Reddick. Priest chalk today. Where's Priest at right now? Oh wow. Oops. I don't know wherever Priest is at right now. I mean, yeah, he'll probably be popular. He's gonna be the cheapest guy a lot of people go to, I'd assume. What's Reddick gonna get? Reddick's not qualifying too well. He'll be popular. Oh, Priest is in 17th for now. Wow, Reddick's gonna be a good play. I'm gonna like Tyler Reddick then. Fifth fastest in qualifying yesterday, 10th overall lap average. Did not have a good qualifying run. That's gonna be a good PD play for sure. Here comes Chase. I think Chase Elliott might win today, man. Everyone, all week everyone's been talking about Hendrick for Larson and Byron for the most part, but not as much about Chase Elliott. Good qualifying line for him. Yeah. The lap leader plays are pretty simple. Okay, Stenhouse is another one I was interested in on where he'd qualify at today. Looking good to start for Ricky. Oh, look at Ricky balling out. Oh, he's slowing down. Man, Almirola put up a really good lap. I can't believe that. That's crazy. It's crazy. .13th. Okay, so that's where I wanted to see Ricky qualify, man. Was around that area. I think Blaney might be the last one. I'm not sure. So that's going to be a tournament player for Stenhouse, man. I mean, $7,200. He has top 10 upside today. As much as no one wants to admit it, he does. So, is Blaney the last car? I don't remember. I read the qualifying order earlier. I could have sworn Blaney was last. This might be it. Yeah, this is the last one. Okay. Blaney's in 10th. All right, so their starting lineup set. All right, well, time to pull it up. Eric Almirola's on the pole. He did some. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. That's going to be a fade. I can't believe Almirola just making me like Chastain even more. Yeah, I like Ross a lot. I'm about to get this starting lineup pulled up on this right over here. And Then I'm going to go through and type them in, and we're going to go on. And we're going to just, yeah, I lost what I was saying. I'm going to roll to the back. Is that a thing? Is he actually going to the back? Or are you just saying that? I think you're just saying that because I'm not seeing that anywhere on Twitter. So, all right. Let's go Cup Series. Qualifying. All right, so here we go. Kyle Larson starts 5th. All right, I mean, what else do I need to say about Kyle Larson at this point? Oh, wow, I did not mean to do that. He's been dominant all year long, and I don't really expect that to change at all. He was the 2nd overall fast in practice, #1 lap average, intermediates this year, the best average finish, and the best average position. He has 836 laps led here. That's all like this year. He's been unstoppable as of late as well. 779 laps led in the last 5 races. The best average position, the 3rd best average finish. What else is there not to like? What else is there not to like about Larson here? I like when someone in here earlier said that like I might go a little less than him because I don't think he'll win, and I could winning 3 in a row is very tough, but I mean I just have a hard time seeing him not getting fast laps, not getting laps led today. So Kyle Larson, love him today. He's expensive, but I think it's worth paying for him. As is his teammate Chase Elliott. I think Chase will get a little bit less ownership, but he looked really fast yesterday as well. With the third fastest in practice, 9th best lap average. You know, he's been running well all year as well as of late. 2nd best average finish, 4th best average position. I think he'll run well. Could see him getting some fast laps. Could see him leading some laps. So I'm going to really like Chase here as well. Martin Truex Jr., I think it's going to be popular, but I am going to fade Martin Truex here. Truex is starting 35th. Yeah. That's a lot of place differential. But, like, it's not like he's been fast all week at all. The 29th fastest practice, 22nd best lap average. It just hasn't yesterday in practice. He just has not looked good. I don't think he's going to run well. He might get a top 10, but if Larson and Elliott lead a ton of laps, it's not even going to be worth anything. So, I mean, Truex for me, I just don't like that at all. I don't think he runs well today. So, I'm going to fade him, man. Not going to be on Truex. I think he's going to get ownership. I think that's a way we could go away from it. If you want to play him in cash, I think that's fine. I honestly think I'd still go Larson in cash over him. But, yeah, as Chris just says, Truex in cash, I think he's definitely fine. It's a much safer play than like a Larson. So, yeah, Denny Hamlin is going to start 13th here. I think he moves up, probably runs top 10 all day, but at 10,100, that's not going to do it for you. Kyle Busch starts 2nd. Thing with Kyle Busch is, again, same thing as Truex, didn't look fast enough in practice for me to really want to go there. 21st fastest in practice, 16th overall lap average. He's been running really well recently, as we know. I mean, I just don't see the speed from him doing much today. Maybe he gets an early lead some laps early, but I just don't see him doing enough for it to really work out, especially some of the other guys around him. Like, I like Byron more. Byron starts 4th. Fastest overall in practice yesterday, 2nd best lap average, and running fantastic recently. 2nd best average position in the last 5 races, 4th best average finish. You can totally see him. He should get rack on some fast laps today. Definitely can get you some laps led as well. I think William Byron has a very, very good run. So I just prefer him over Kyle Busch, man. I just do. I think he has more likely to lead laps here. So, I mean, I just really like him. Before I keep going, we got a good amount of viewers in here, but only 7 likes. So make sure to hit that like button. Get those likes up. Maybe that'll get some more people in here as well. Yeah. All right. Brad Keselowski is going to be starting, 14th, 15th for Brad Keselowski. I'm not going to be on him either. Didn't look fast in practice. 26th overall. Did have a 15 best lap average. Isn't terrible. That's just kind of where I expect him to run all day in the 10 to 15 range probably. And that's just not going to do it for his salary. So Brad Keselowski probably going to be off of him here. Up next is Alex Bowman. Bowman starts 8th. Again, a Hendrick car, I think, is probably the least likely to lead laps out of 4. There's a reason he's the cheapest one, but still was really fast yesterday. The 10th fastest practice, 6th best lap average. He's been running well so late. 8th best average finish, 12th best average position, and 103 laps led, which is the 3rd most in the field in the last 5 races, not including Coda. So, Alex Bowman, really like him at $9,300. I think this is a spot he could win this race at. It's in the 750 horsepower package. Both the races he won this year were in the 750 horsepower package. So, Alex Bowman, I think, is a really good dominator play, really good tournament play. He'll probably be the least owned of all the Hendrick cars as well, so that helps me out a lot too. Something I definitely want to have in tournaments. Kevin Harvick at $9,100. He's going to be starting No, I read that wrong. 12th. I just kind of expect him to run, 6th to 12th all day. Probably just not going to be enough to really pay off the salary. Joey Logano is someone we talked about as a sneakier tournament play earlier in the video, but he starts third. I think he could get the lead early. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he's the one who leads early laps, but I just expect Larson or Byron to get there eventually and get past him. 17th fastest in practice yesterday, 20th overall lap average. That kind of scares me a little bit, so Joey Logano probably not going to be too interested there. But Ryan Blaney is probably going to be the last guy in this range, the last dominator guy I think could dominate that's really not a Hendrick car today. He was fast yesterday. 4th fastest lap average overall, 13th in practice, only $8,700. He honestly, I don't know the exact math right now, obviously, but he might not even need to lead laps to pay it off. He might just need to have a good finish, and I could totally see that being the case. We've seen Blaney run well at these tracks that are somewhat similar to Nashville in the past, so, I wouldn't, don't, put a ton of interest into Blaney. I'd still prefer the 4 Hendrick cars, honestly, over him, but Blaney would probably be the 5th guy I like as a dominator today, so I don't hate going there at all. Christopher Bell is going to be starting. Where's Christopher Bell? 25th. Oh wait, I skipped over Reddick. Gotta go to Reddick first. Sorry. Tyler Reddick's 26th, so that works out. Look, Reddick and Bell will just top down together. I much prefer Reddick here by a long shot. Reddick's shown more speed all year. He's shown more speed in practice yesterday. 5th best overall in practice. 10th best lap average overall. Recently, he's been running fantastic with the 9th best average finish and the 8th best average position in the series. I think Reddick should get a top 10 today. I think he's a great play in tournaments. I think he's a great player in cash, or a great play in cash. I love Tyler Reddick today. Christopher Bell, not as much. I think those two are going to have pretty similar ownerships today, and I'd just rather put all of it on Reddick. Honestly, I'll probably just get a ton of Reddick and no Bell. 20th fastest in practice yesterday, 17th best lap average. Christopher Bell has just not been as great recently. 25th best average finish in the last 5 races, 17th best average position at these intermediate tracks. He hasn't run well this year either, only the 19th best average finish and the 15th best average position. We haven't seen really any speed from Gibbs all weekend, so in this series, and the Xfinity series is a different story, but in this series, I just don't think Christopher Bell has a great run. Kurt Busch, I'm sure, is going to be really popular today, starting 30th. I like Kurt here. I think he's a good cash and tournament play as well. 6th fastest in practice, 18th best lap average. Last 5 races, he's been running a little bit better than he had been at the beginning of the year, with the 11th best average finish and the 10th best average position. So I think Kurt Busch could have a solid run here today, compete for a top 10, which I don't think he needs to get a top 10 to pay that off, but that'll obviously help you. Austin Dillon starting 28th. I guess I'm going to rank these 4 because they're all really grouped together as 4 place differential plays. Dillon hasn't been fast this weekend. 23rd best in practice, 23rd best average position, lap average. But those RCR cars have been so fast all year, pretty much everywhere we go. I just kind of feel like hopefully they got something fixed there. 13th best average finish in the last 5 races, 14th best average position. I wouldn't call him as much of a sure thing as, like a Reddick, but I do think Dillon still has a good run. I'm going to rank these 4 because they're all kind of really big place differential plays that I'm probably going to determine the slate today. I think Reddick's probably my favorite. I'd probably go to Kurt Busch then Austin Dillon, then Christopher Bell. That's how I'd rank those. Much rather eat that cash chalk for $8,300 versus $10,400 Mark Truex Jr. Completely agree. Matthew Benedetto, this is someone I talked about in qualifying. That could be a good tournament play. I'm going to stick with that. He starts 11th. Maybe not as much as I would have liked originally, but I still like him. I think he can get up inside that top 10. It's going to be, a deeper tournament player playing a lot of lineups. You can get to him. He was the 15th fastest in practice yesterday, 13th best lap average. He's 13th best average finish at the intermediate tracks and the and the 13th best average position at the intermediate tracks as well. So Matthew Benedetto at $7,900 is going to look like an interesting tournament play. These are the kind of plays that are going to be lower owned that could win someone a tournament. So I like Matty D for that. Eric Almirola starts on a pole. We're just going to fade that. I don't see him dominating this race. If he does, good for him. I'll take the L in a day, but I just don't see it happening. Maybe leads a few laps early, but that's really all I see happening. Ross Chastain, he might be my favorite play on the entire slate, honestly. I love this play here. Starting 19th, 7th fastest in practice yesterday, third best average, or third best lap average in practice yesterday. He's been running pretty solid recently. 14th best average finish, 16th best average position. We've seen him have top 10 runs this year. The car just looks lightning fast. I love this. I honestly think Chastain gets a top 10 today. And even if he doesn't, I don't think he'll hurt you unless he wrecks. Like, he should still run in the top 15 for sure, and that won't kill you. It may not win you a GPP, but, as long as your other drivers don't suck, you'll be able to cash with that. So Ross Chastain, he might be my highest owned driver today, honestly. I think that he's going to have a really good run. Really, really like him here. Chris Buescher's, Chastain's going to get ownership. He won't be I don't think he'll be these guys owned, but he'll be high owned. Chris Buescher, though, I don't think he'll get a ton here. He starts 17th, or he'll get a little bit less than Chastain. Buescher wasn't as fast in practice, 16th fastest in practice, 14th best lap average, but he's been running really well at the 1.5 miles this year. Last 5 races overall, 12th best average finish, 15th best average position. So Chris Buescher's been running pretty solid all year long, especially at these 1.5 mile tracks. I think he could contend for a top 10. This is the type of play that wins someone a tournament. Someone like this, someone like Matty D, someone like Ricky Stenhouse, who we'll talk about right now, starting 14th. Really fast yesterday in practice as well. 4th best average, 4th fastest overall in practice, 7th best lap average. Hasn't been running as well as of late, but the car looks really fast. We've seen him run well at the 1.5 miles this year and in previous years as well in his 47 cars. So top 10 is definitely possible for him. I think Ricky could have a good run. Again, this is the type of player you're going to need to make in tournaments to try to win a GPP. Cole Custer qualified well. 7th fastest, 7th starting position. Just not going to play him. I don't see him hanging there all day. Same thing with Eric Jones starting 9th. Those are both going to be fades for me. Ryan Newman is starting 29th. I really like him as well. Newman's going to get a ton of ownership. Newman, who did I say earlier is going to be a highest owned on the slate? Reddick, or I said Kurt Busch? Yeah, maybe Newman. I don't know. It's going to be one of those two. One of those two is going to be so highly owned, but I don't care. 9th fastest overall in practice, 5th fastest lap average in practice has looked really good. The 1.5 miles, as I said, for Buescher, it's not just Buescher, it's Newman. They've both run well this year at these types of tracks. Obviously, Roush Fenway has something clicking at the 1.5 miles. So Newman at top 15, I feel like, is what we're kind of going for there. With slight top 10 upside, I don't know if that's how likely that is, but definitely he should run around top 15 all day long. So Ryan Newman I'm going to like here. Michael McDowell starts 23rd. Hasn't shown any speed all week, so probably don't expect much from him today. Bubba Wallace, he starts 21st. Again, haven't seen much speed, although I will say 19th overall lap average is pretty decent here. So maybe Bubba's not that bad. I don't think anyone's going to play Bubba, so just as a low-owned tournament play that has some sort of upside, I think that's somewhere to go, but I wouldn't put too much into that one. I don't feel that confident in that at all. Daniel Suarez starts 22nd. Haven't really seen much speed from him all week. Maybe gets a few spots, but that's really it for me with him. Chase Briscoe starts 16th. This is a similar play to like a Stenhouse, but he's $6,200. I think this is a cheap play that could really, really work out here. We've seen Chase Briscoe been much better in a 750 horsepower package this year, which is what this race is. I feel like practice for him should really, really help him out. Just, getting more laps in these cars at a new track for him, that should really, really help Chase Briscoe out, I think. So a top 10 is possible, but, just moving up a few spots, man, especially if there's a ton of Dominator points going, could be really, really valuable for Chase Briscoe. So I think that's going to be a really interesting tournament play today. Ryan Preece starts 20th. Ryan Preece is difficult, man. I mean, I think he just runs around there all day. I think I'd prefer Briscoe, honestly. I just think Briscoe's more upside, but if you want to play Preece, I don't hate it. 18th fastest in practice yesterday, 21st best lap average. It is Ryan Preece, and, not the best equipment. So $6,000 isn't the worst thing in the world to go to. Anthony Alfredo starting 18th. There's no shot on playing that. Corey LaJoie starting 24th. Yeah, not going to there either. And you can start getting into these guys, which I just don't really have any interest in them. I'll plug in their starting positions for you guys real quick, but I'm not going to be interested in any of them. If you guys have any questions about this slate, let me know. I'll answer them. Chris asked a few minutes ago, best 3 cheaper cash plays. I would say Ryan Newman would be the first one to come to mind. Ryan Newman, then Chastain and Buescher. That's probably where I go to for cash, cheaper plays. I don't really know how much I want to get down to this lower 6K range. Want to hang you can get to one of them. If you want to get to Briscoe or Preece, I think that's fine, but that'd be the last guy I put in my lineup in a cash lineup. All right, let me go plug in these starting lineups real quick. JJ Yeley's 32nd. Justin Haley is 27th. BJ McLeod is 31st. Garrett Smithley is 36th. Joey Gase is 37th. Josh Bilicki is... Where's Josh Bilicki? Oh, 34th. And Quinn Houff is 39th. All right. Briscoe and up today, boys. Thank you in advance for the hard work, Nate. Yeah, of course, man. I like that. I like the Briscoe and up play. I think that's a good move. I'll probably have a little bit of Priest, but not a ton, so mostly it'll be Briscoe and up for me as well. All right, I'm honestly going to do this. This is just for myself. Who am I? Like, the guys I'm going to play in my pool for tournaments today. Larson, Elliott, no. Byron, no. Bowman, no. Blaney, Reddick, no for Bell. Yes for Kurt Busch. Yes for Dillon. Yes for Matthew Benedetto. No in Almirola. Yes for Chastain. Yes for Buescher. Yes for Stenhouse. No Custer. No Jones. Yes Newman. No McDowell. Maybe Bubba. I got to think about that one. But no Suarez and then Briscoe, yeah. And Priest and Bubba I got to think about. I mean, if I play those two, it's going to be very, very low ownership to me for those two. Any questions that you guys got before I head on out today? What if Almirola wins today? That'd be crazy. Any questions? Any questions? Yeah, Chase Briscoe tweeted a few minutes ago, overdrove turn 1 in qualifying, and it cost us some positions, but will roll off P16 for today's race at Nashville. So he's saying, basically, if he didn't overdrive that, I mean, he didn't qualify bad. 16 isn't bad, and he probably would have been in the top 10, so that car might actually be pretty fast. It's just interesting to know. I mean, qualifying doesn't really matter for long-term speed during races, but, you know, it does a little bit. Practice is definitely more important for where drivers will run most of the day, in my opinion. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Alright, I'm probably going to head out, man. Guess what I'm looking like. Hey, well, what you going to do? All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna head on out. Thanks for coming. And as always, make sure to hit that like button on your way out. Have a great rest of your day. Hopefully, we're gonna make some money today. Do better than yesterday in the truck race.